taking 2 more bases compared to ours. Looks like they're up 2 on us right now. APM. Average APM. Terran play 58. Oh yeah, that is so good. Iris sitting at 59. Let's see. Orange is cruising. He's at 89. Here we go. Here's an engagement. Sieging up. Bam. So many tanks. Zai trying to do a drop, but it's not going to be enough. There are just too many tanks, and we didn't get sight on these tanks early enough. Enough of that APM garbage. We need to watch this battle. So a big tank battle. He was able to push pretty successfully. I didn't catch that too well, but just not enough tanks up there by Zai, and those Colossi were going to move up as well. Looks like this guy ate up quite a bit of shots, so maybe that's why he did so well that time. But I am saturating this now with some SCVs, focusing on the gas just because Terran have such a problem with gas. Apparently Zerg do too, according to Iris. He, oh my gosh, he has had this base for so long and he has not saturated it. What is this crazy mofo doing? He has so many drones on this main base as well. It doesn't matter if you don't need the gas right now. Saturate your expansion, people. We need, I mean, you're going to need that minerals eventually, and if not, just give it to your teammates. So kind of silly right there. The drones that you would get would pay for themselves anyway, so it's a waste not to saturate every single base you have, unless, of course, you've reached the supply cap. So Zai positioning some more tanks here, and at this point, let's see, what do we see? We don't know that they have too many bases right now, so we aren't feeling too pressured this game as of yet, but we eventually will scan and see that they have a whole lot of bases. You'll see they have bottom left, mid left, top, and they have the high yield in the top right. So they currently have 1, 2, 3 more bases than us, and this is not looking good for us. Iris is pumping out Corruptors to deal with the Colossi, but right now we need Mutalisks because they have hardly any anti-air. If you look at this, Immortals coming out, Colossi, just not much anti-air. We are moving up with these tanks, taking out that Colossus and Immortal, and we need to scan up here, but we're not going to. Oh, there goes one tank. Couple tanks going down up here from these dropships. Vision dropping in Marine for some reason, and this is an insane tank battle. I wish I could zoom out a little bit more. They are moving out from the top. Yes, they are going to move out. Destruction everywhere. I don't even know how to commentate this. Just death everywhere. These tanks are not moving in the top right, but these Colossi are getting gunned down so fast. Hydra's moving in. Corruptors supporting, not using any poop right now, but Mutas aren't even being shot at. Here come a couple Marines. Now these tanks moving up, getting a few shots off at them with my own tanks, but there are just too many, and these Marines are getting lured in and getting diced up as well. But we have succeeded in pushing in this upper area. The toss looks like he did a forward little setup here with a robotics and some gateways. More tanks sieging up, while these tanks down here, if you'll see on the mini-map, are still just sitting at that Zelnaga watchtower. Finally, these Hydras are cleaned up, and their economy is just rocking us right now. We are the top 3, they are the bottom 3. Just look at that harvester count. They are above 60. None of us are above 50. One of us is at 50, but not looking very good right now for us. Zai trying to spend some 3,000 minerals on these turrets, and I have 500 minerals myself, but we still don't know about this base, or this base, and I'm just continuing to mismanage my men and getting shot down. I'm going to try to drop some Marines on these tanks, see if I'm able to kill one tank down, a couple of them weak, 2 tanks down. No, now he unsieges, so with 10 Marines I'm able to kill 2 tanks and weaken a couple more, so good investment right there, and he gets him a bit out of position, and we do pick off another one, it seems. So some pretty nifty Marine play, exploiting Orange's lack of AA. And let's see some more dropping here of Marines. Bam, another tank dead. Look at all these shots. Another tank, so 6 Marines for 2 more tanks. If your tanks are clustered and you have no anti-air to kill any dropships, or you don't unsiege in time, just drop a bunch of stuff on them and they'll blow each other up. Zerglings work very well, Marines do as well. Holy cow, that is way too many Corruptors. We need some Mutas here, Iris. These Colossi aren't very good on tanks to begin with then, and Mutas are just much more versatile. They could take out these Marines so easily. Imagine if he had 9 Mutas right now, this entire force would be dead. And to be honest, we were actually screaming at him on vent. Whoa, what is this? Senin going at Zai's drop here. Zai's drop not doing too much damage. These Banshees just cannot be attacked by these tanks, obviously, and maybe he killed a couple of probes and SCVs, but this is still saturated very nicely. He needs to switch over and get some more guys on gas. And Iris looking to build Broodlords to try to give us a little advantage here. We are still pumping out lots of tanks. 2 upgrades on mine, none for Zai. And if we look at Orange's tanks, no upgrades. 1-1 on those Marauders, and one attack on that Immortal. So I am winning the upgrade game right now, but let's see. Do we know that they have those? Yeah, this is where I was getting angry. We see every single base that they have, and it's not looking good for us. They actually have this one as well. But Zai going in, pushing on these two tanks, trying to defend this bottom left expansion. Not going to be able to outmatch these tanks. He's going to bust down the rocks. Hopefully we can destroy this expansion. Lots of turrets, kind of a waste. We don't really have too much air, but he is just pulling the same move as Zai did, and he's trying to use his minerals any way he can. You know, you might as well put these missile turrets up. It doesn't matter too much, and Iris does have quite a bit of air. Look at all these corruptors. Hopefully they'll become broodlords pretty soon. One more tank being very, very annoying, not quite able to squeeze through there. There we go. That tank going down, and these SCVs actually pretty effective against siege tanks, if nothing else for meat shields. Banshees coming in to clean up these tanks. Some movement at the top with these tanks as well. We aren't able to destroy this orbital command, which is kind of a bummer considering all the tanks he invested into this assault. Lots of stalkers, lots of immortals, well, 2 immortals and a colossus. Here we go. Here are the mutalisks now picking off these tanks. Those marines didn't stand a chance against this number of mutalisks. 12 mutas killing all of those tanks, and they are still dominating us in the expansion game. I was able to pick up this one in the kind of mid-right area, but they still have more expansions. They control the corners of the map, but Iris doing very nice harassing these bases. If we look at the army count, if you guys want to look at that real fast, we are the top 3. The enemy is the bottom 3. Yellow doing very nice in the production field. Lots of Banshees. We don't have anything to deal with Banshees. He's even got some support for them with some Vikings as well. So he did a nice little tech switch to air. And if you notice, I just have a whole bunch of Marines. That's how I choose to spend my minerals, is on Marines. And I don't know how well they're going to do against Banshees, especially if we can't get some nice scans or overseers in there. And they're just picking off these tanks. See, that's what I was talking about. No scan, and they just run away. And they're going to live to just pick off tanks all around the map. We need to get something else to deal with these. Luckily, I am training Thors. So Thors with full upgrades. I am 3-0 right now, and that is going to be awesome. A lot of you are actually asking about upgrade thresholds, like when you get certain amount of upgrades on different units, what does that allow you to do to other units? For example, a Zealot with 1 attack upgrade will go from 3-shotting a Zergling to 2-shotting a Zergling, that sort of thing. I don't have many of them written down right now. I was actually planning on doing that. But another one that's common in Terran versus Terran is 1 upgrade on a tank will allow tanks to 2-shot Marauders. And maybe I'll do some tutorial on some other upgrade thresholds, but right now I can't really think of any. I need to write some of those down, but I did have to restart the replay if that's why you're wondering if it was on, why it was on pause. But we've got a little push going up in the top right, some stalkers shooting down Zai's command center trying to expand, and now we're just now discovering this. Oh my gosh, big mistake by the Protoss player. No blink. With blink he could blink in there and just destroy everything, but these tanks are eating up this Protoss force. I'm putting on these health meters just so you can see how bad they are getting wiped out by these tanks. Stalker's only a good counter against tanks if you have blink and you can blink right on top of them, and then you will see they are very cost effective against these tanks. But a couple of Thors right here with a whole bunch of Marines. Notice I am keeping my mineral count very, very low at this point, while Zai is around 2,700. I guess he was I guess he didn't put down all those Raxes that I did. How many do I have? Looks like I just have 2, but they both have reactors on it. But that's allowing me to keep my mineral count pretty low. I've actually got higher gas, but we are able to finish off this expansion in the top left, or in the top right rather. And now the game is looking very even. If you notice the map, it is completely symmetrical, except they have this base. Well, actually, let's go back to the action here. Tanks getting picked off. Zai not able to run. My men were pretty far away. And Thors do extra damage against light units in the air. These Banshees are light, and if you'll notice, I can 2-shot these Banshees, which is just amazing. 2 or 3 Thors are going to do so much damage to these units, and of course mutas can't be attacked by Banshees either, so they will do well. But as I was saying, we have even expansions, except I have this one and they have this one, so an even count, just different locations. We could actually probably take this one as well, or we are establishing pretty good map control at this point. And this is where I realize we can win this game, despite their crazy good map control and expanding. We are still in this game, And I've got a nice little composition here. Lots of Marines, 3 Thors,